What's happening with it? This is Slink Johnson, a.k.a. Black Jesus, your Lord and Savior, and you're listening to the Red Rock Podcast Network. How you love that?
You are listening to the Red Rock Podcast Network, featuring Pod of Thrones and
the Shiznit.
Look, this is for my old heads, young Jesus settle. Dino Red said he loves the intellect. Yes, he never hesitates. I can rap whatever, bro. I'm only in first gear and still weighing heavy. Living in the cold world full of that nonsense. Drug heads, teen moms, day-to-day violence. Fiends at the corner, panhandle for bottles. 12-year-olds running around with pistols and hollows. Fuck with my conscience, but still I do. I know right from wrong, but my decisions is stupid. My generation is crazy, and the media proof. Ignorance is bliss, and we is illy influenced. And that's why I'm here. Old soul kicking brand new flavor in your ear. Rapper of the year.
This is the Red Rock Podcast Network. From Red Rock Studios in Los Angeles, California, this is the Shiznit. Now, put your hands together for the Shiznit.
Welcome back to another episode of the Shiznit Show. I am your boy. I am your host, Dino Red, and I have with me, as always, my ride or dies, Miss Dijon Monique is not here with us at the moment. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Pip Lilly.
Oh man, I'm feeling hot, hot, hot.
Hot, hot, hot. Like, was that Buster Poindexter?
It was. Good memory.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a little bit of a pull, but yeah, it's summer here.
It went straight from winter to summer.
Like overnight.
Yeah.
Like overnight.
Yeah. If I'm getting my bronze on, it's not too late for me to get my Wesley Snipes black on this summer.
Okay.
It's not gonna happen, but I'm gonna. That's always my goal. I'm like, by the end of the summer, I'm gonna be Wesley Snipes black.
Really? That's your goal? You always trying to get like as dark as you can possibly get?
Aim high, brother. Aim high.
I'm not mad at that. My goal is to not be in the sun and not get burnt because I burn very easily.
Oh, I get burnt. Don't get wrong. And I'm out there for it doesn't take long for me to get some color on. But that's always my goal, is to be Wesley Snipes black. It just doesn't happen. But again, that's my goal.
Wow. Now see, most people think that brown to dark skinned people don't burn.
Oh my gosh.
That's what people think.
I burn on my thighs.
You guys just don't burn as easily.
I burn on my thighs real fast, actually.
Really?
Because it's never exposed until like when it's hot, hot, hot.
Right.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time I ever got a really bad sun rash was at the beach on the East Coast, and I had on a bathing suit even, and I got all kinds of red in my groinage area. Not a fun place.
Yeah, I get I look like a lobster. It does not take much either. So yeah, I have to wear the sunblock and all that kind of stuff. Even though I don't typically put it on unless I know I'm going to be outside. Like coming up on the 19th, where I'm taking Don. Well, me and my wife, we're the whole family, me and my wife and my mother-in-law. We're all going with Danya to American Ninja Warrior Junior.
Oh my God, I didn't know such a thing existed.
Yeah, because my wife and daughter, they love American Ninja. They are huge American Ninja fans. And so, of course, Danya likes the junior one as well, because, they're the
kids can do
her
it too.
size. Yeah. So we're going to see, Alaa took the day off and everything. And so, had an extra ticket for her. She tried to get one of her besties to come, but she already had plans to, shout out to Allie. Allie had plans to go to Comic-Con. And so she's like, well, I want Granny to come. So Granny got the extra ticket. So it's going to be a family affair. We're going to go and do that. So that day, best believe Dino's going to be sunblocked from head to toe.
Hat
right?
on.
Because we're going to be outside and all that. And then there's the heat. So yeah, days like that, I definitely wear sunblock. But on my typical, like going back and forth to work, because I'm not in the sun, like for long periods. Typically, I'm like in the morning when I leave, the sun's not up. The sun is or even if it is up, it's barely up.
Yeah, you go to work when milkmen go to work.
Right,
Milkman.
exactly.
No, my God, I'm so old. That ain't such a job no more. Milkman.
The milkman.
You up when the blacksmith get up.
The vicar. The blacksmith, the vicar, and the milkman.
The gaslight boy is up when you get up.
So anyway, and then, when I go to lunch or something like that, I'm, only exposed for a short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And going to and from the a car or a bus or a train to whatever. So it's not really any need for it, on a daily basis. But, anytime I'll be out there for a minute, yeah.
I sit out there in my backyard and I get my black on all the time. And I do. And it's terrible because I don't always wear sunscreen. But I'm from in the 70s when I was a little kid. My cousins and I would go to the public pool and we jump in the pool and then we would lay on the concrete in the sun midday and just bake there on the concrete. Thought nothing of it. Oh, look who just fell through the rabbit hole.
Dijon, welcome.
Yeah, what's up, world? It's your girl.
Too late.
I know. Just when I thought I had LA figured out.
I already said it.
Just when I thought I had LA figured out.
What does that mean?
The traffic. It was something happened on the freeway. I don't know what the fuck.
Something always happen on the freeway.
No, well, yes, but today was different. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, I brought you guys some edibles.
Oh.
Sorry,
I'm glad I didn't jump in right away when you put it down on the
right?
table.
sorry, I'm late.
By the end of the show, you'd be messed up.
Yeah. He'd be quiet, like, what's wrong with people over there? Just looking at the
Just
staring
like
at the ceiling.
counting rafters.
Just like, yo, Dino, when we gonna start the show, man?
And you see, I portion controlled these ones, Dino, for you.
Okay.
Because these ones are very potent. So be
Really?
careful. Yes.
Very impotent.
Yes. So I got this.
I likes to feel impotent.
Yeah, those are the potent ones. So I went, to work last night, work, and they gave me the stuff, and so I made some. So I was up hella late last night making edibles, but yeah, there you guys go. They're potent. I was hearing ringing in my ears. I thought my ears was ringing. I said, "Damn, I must be really high." I left the water running in the sink. I was really high.
I guess you were.
I was really high. So be careful with those.
Wow.
You guys.
Okay.
I made them kind of small.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Good. Thanks.
One more summer thing.
Yeah. What's that?
Make sun tea almost every day now.
Oh,
I haven't made sun tea in years.
Oh my gosh.
I had
It's
some
so
of Pip's
good.
sun tea.
Well, I made yesterday. So I had some plums. So yesterday I made a simple syrup and I stuck the plums in there. I made a plum simple syrup and I made some sun tea,
Now see-
sweetened plum tea syrup, sweetened plum tea.
I can't even know what you made.
I can't remember, but does sun tea really taste that much different than regular tea?
Yes.
I think because it doesn't have like the bitterness, like with the hot water been poured on there. It does something, makes it bitter, and I think it just cooks it too fast or brews it too fast. When it's slow brewed, it's something smoother about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
for me, like the flavor is richer. I guess because it's been sitting and steeping longer, you get that real tea flavor without that. Yeah, well, I guess without the bitter aftertaste.
Yeah,
You got to have a glass jar, right?
that tanniny
Got
stuff.
to be clear.
be a
It's
clear
preferable
jar.
because if it's plastic,
yeah.
some of the plastic might get into you.
Yeah, that flavor. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to have to do that then. 'Cause I like.
Yeah. My mom used to make sun tea. That was the best. The sweet sun tea.
Well, shout out to the chat on Livecast. Thank you, Andre, for
Thank you,
helping
Andre.
us in the beginning of the show. We had some technical difficulties, and he stepped up, helped us get that cleared up. And welcome to everyone listening to us on Beat Break Radio FM 87, where music and talk radio lives.
Shout out, big
Shout out. So we debuted there last week, and we did quite well.
Good.
Feedback, heard from the owner. Shout out to Sean Garvey of the network and the station.
Wonderful.
And he said he got a lot of positive feedback on us and all that, and they really digging the show, so much so that come September we will be moving to weekdays from the weekend.
Awesome.
So yeah, we'll be Monday through Thursday, and I'll give you guys the exact time and all that as we approach closer. But for the meantime, we're still on the weekends, and
you guys love us. You really love us.
hey, it's ATL. What's not to love?
Oh, that's right. Shout out.
All right, so y'all ready getting these topics?
Yeah.
News and noteworthy.
The Shiznit.
Well, a Florida man is found dead with over 100 bite marks after taking a shortcut to get home.
You know what they say about the shortcuts?
What do they say about the shortcuts? Because I don't know.
I don't either. I was like, what they say?
It's not always the shortest way, you guys. Sometimes it'll be the longest way you ever take home. You never heard that?
No, that's a horrible. That's not a good saying either.
The shortcut is the longest way you ever take home?
No, I've never heard that. Never heard that. They're doing it wrong. That's not how you do it.
How you do it then?
If the shortcut is the longest way to get home, it's not a shortcut. You're not doing it right.
Sometimes.
Then you're still not doing it right.
Okay.
Right. They doing it wrong.
Fine.
But this guy, I did say Florida, right? Well, yeah, this man, he's 45-year-old man, was walking home, and he lives near Lake Placid. I guess he was on his way to Betty White's house.
Lake Placid?
Yeah.
That's a real place?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, after you see the movie, why would you even be there?
Because I guess he was, like I said, going to go visit Betty White and her alligator.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, that's a real place, and it is in Florida, and he was on his way home, and the bites are not from alligators, surprisingly. The bites are from dogs.
Huh?
Yeah, dogs. Apparently, there's wild dogs that are running around that area, and we don't know what happened, but somehow he was found the same day with over 100 bite marks.
Oh my gosh.
They set out, animal control came out and set up traps to catch the wild dogs. They caught 6 of them, and though they haven't had them tested for DNA yet to find out if it's conclusively proof that these were some of the animals that attacked him, initially they think they're on the right track because the bite marks match. But they said that in and of itself is not enough to prove it. They have to do the DNA as well.
So does the canine unit do the detective work on this?
Well,
I'm joking.
I looked at Dino like, do they?
It's the animal control, and they said they get bite mark. I mean, they do investigate bite cases, but they haven't had anything like this. This does seem rare. It's very rare that dogs kill people.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, because my thing was, why would they bite him to death? Like, usually if a dog bites something, they
what did
eat
you do?
it.
What did he do? Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Or they eat it. So if they didn't eat him, they just bit him to death. So I wonder, what did he do to them?
I don't know.
He probably was on. They saw him. He was on their turf.
Oh, right.
He was like, maybe try to get all up in him, like I'm coming through here, getaway dogs.
Yeah.
And then they got mad and territorial because dogs are territorial.
It was like, oh, get away from us.
And then they just took care of business.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's super unusual for dogs though. With dogs and people, dogs don't even
Right.
if
because they're a food source.
Well,
I mean, like they'll give you food. People will give dogs food.
True, and it's just that uncanny connection that people and dogs have.
Well, I think that's how they came to be, right? Like wolves realized people had food, and they've just sort of like chilled out.
I don't know, but I know dog attacks. I don't know. Dino, you lived in LA your whole life. I don't know if you had this in your neighborhood, Pitt, but in my neighborhood, it was always like a little pack of stray dogs running around.
Absolutely.
The area, and nobody ever got in their way. I don't care how long. You could live on the block 50 years, and if you saw the little 4 raggedy dogs coming down the street, you're gonna jump on top of somebody's car. So I don't know.
Yeah, that was a thing back in the day. That was a thing. They've cracked down on that big time. It's rare that you see strays, and stuff like that. Even my wife said something. Like, it was crazy to me. She said, she's like, this was a while back, when Danya was younger and, years back, whatever. She said something about, well, if Danya went to school in the neighborhood, do you think Casper could walk to school with her?
Aww.
And I was like, well, how's he going to get home?
Right.
Well, she said, well, my mom said that when she used to go to school, their dogs would just go to school with them, and then they just leave, and he'd go back home. I'm like, yeah, honey, that was like a long time ago. I'm like, not saying that your mom's old, because she's really not that old, but that was a long time ago. You could probably do that in the country. Mm-hmm. They probably like that down south still. Dogs can wander around free like that. Like here, Like, nah, they'll lock him up.
Yeah,
they'll lock him up.
Maybe Casper's cute. He ain't gonna last. Maybe a little scoundrel on the street. Somebody ain't gonna want. Maybe that one to get